right now, we would like to help you. We want to make your life better with some grocery store hacks. I was reading an article in the New York Times about how to get through grocery store lineups faster.
The most efficient line is not what you think it is.
It isn't. So here you go. We've narrowed it down to 3 main things, and then we're going to add some of your comments because we put this out on Facebook yesterday. We got flooded with people having
Winston
pet
was
peeves
telling
with
me,
groceries.
everyone's chiming in.
All right, number 1, you're looking for the line. Which line do you get into? Look for the line behind a shopper who has a full cart.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Researchers have found that a person takes an average of 41 seconds to say hello, pay, say goodbye, and clear out of the lane. But researchers have also found, so if you have one person with 100 items, that's 6 minutes to process. 4 people who have 20 items, 7 minutes.
Okay, but if there's 5 people with only 2 items
you always
each,
argue.
Isn't that better than one full cart?
No, okay, all right.
Where it's like, oh, hang on, is this a plum or is it an apricot? What's the code for this produce?
If you have
I gotta call the back.
If you have a choice of getting behind someone with a full cart as opposed to 3 or 4 people with just small stuff in their cart, go with the full cart.
Okay.
It goes faster. This is science.
Whenever you
Stop
go behind the
arguing
full
with
cart,
science.
inevitably there's that item that is not actually barcoded, or they don't know what it is. Is it an asparagus? Is it a kumquat? What is it?
I've never bought a kumquat. Come to think of it, I've never bought a kumquat.
Tangy. They're tangy. You're supposed to eat the skin. Go on.
The other thing too is as you're surveying for the shortest line, go left.
Always left.
Go left. Most people are right-handed and tend to veer to the right, and so a lot of times they get over as far to the right and they say, oh, well, I'm here now, I'll just stay here.
This is true.
So if you're looking for it to begin with, start looking at the left.
And usually you'll see the teller trying to hide, like, maybe nobody will notice I'm open because my line is empty. And then they're like, oh, yes, right over here.
All right, one more for you. Okay, and I'm not being sexist here, okay? This is the New York Times. This is
so
not
it's
me.
official.
Look for female cashiers.
Thank you. Why?
They seem to be the most expedient at registered transactions, more so than males.
Preach, tell the truth, New York Times.
However, check to see if the cashier is chatty. Take a few seconds and see if the cashier is chatty, whether it's a female or male.
He's got to take it away from us. They gave it to us and Kevin had to take it away. What, there's no male chatty cashiers?
I'm saying in general, look for chatty cashiers.
Okay, my pet peeve is when people grab their cart and they angle it so as to block the entire aisle, and then they abandon it. I'm just going to go to the aisle next door and see if Then you move their cart because you can't get by, and they look at you with stink eye like, why are you touching my cart?
Yeah,
I can't move.
They've gone into the line to say, oh, I forgot butter. Leave the cart there, and then go get the butter, and everybody behind the cart is going,
what do I do with it? I have to touch their cart.
This is what gets me crazy, is somebody have a purse with a wallet in it? Can I, somebody from the audience, please? Somebody from the audience. With a wallet. All right, you know what? There's my bag. Okay,
is
my
this your
bag. This is my bag.
It's back to school.
It's my back to school bag.
Adorable,
I carry this inside of a briefcase. All right, so let's pretend this is a purse because unfortunately, and again, I'm going to be sexist here. Oh, where's my wallet?
Please send all of your hate mail to @KevinFrankis on Twitter.
All right, so this is what happens. All right, so you're the cashier. All right, look at Adam Wild's ID.
Look at me, I'm such an efficient.
Look at Adam's ID.
Adam, look at you here, adorable. When was this taken? 10 years ago? Look at you.
It was a long time. It was, I think it was 21.
You see that?
Adam.
Can we show this?
Yeah,
First of all, you should say, can we show this?
Oh, right. There's like, should I cover this number? Hang on.
Let's go through it.
Probably not show that number.
Look at Adam here. Look at little young whippersnapper Adam. What is this? This shirt, it looks like a university.
Yeah,
what is this?
I used to have long hair, and it was like it was a very deep V-neck, and I was like, wow, I probably shouldn't wear that to work.
Who's that guy?
Look like you're from a 2005 version of Glee. All right, so let me get back.
Nailed it with that one.
Let me get back to this. All right, so you're the cashier.
Okay.
Now you've got my card.
Look at me, I'm female and I'm efficient.
And this is what happens: is you get hand me back the card.
Oh.
Now everything's finished. I've got the receipt and everything. Everything's finished. Then someone will take the card, they'll find it, put it in the right spot. A lot of times they'll zip up the wallet.
A little
then they'll look for the spot it's supposed to go to in their purse. Then they put it in.
It's true.
Then they zip up their purse.
And you're like, move, get out of my way.
Then they take the receipt and fold it up. And then they move. No. This is what you need to do. All right, so hand me this.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Pick it up. I will do it over here. Same thing at an ATM.
Buggy.
Yeah. But people have been chiming in on this since yesterday, Winston.
Yeah, and people have been sending their different grocery store pet peeves. One, including what are the rules when it comes to express lanes?
Yes.
You know, when you buy a bag of tangerines, you know, is it one orange?
one, right.
One?
It's
Is it
One,
one
because
item?
otherwise, if you buy
Okay.
grapes, it would be 1,000
Yeah.
items.
1,000 items. Another one from Jennifer, coupons. A stack of
coupons.
coupons. People hold up the whole line for a bunch of different coupons. Not extreme couponing, but just 5 coupons can take quite a while to go through.
I applaud people who bring the coupons. I'm like, good on you. You
I
took
do
your
not.
time.
I do not. Get out of here with your
I'm like,
coupons.
good for you, good for you. And I realize other people are going to be giving them looks, so I'm like, good for you.
And
Own
then
the coupon.
self-checkouts. A lot of people not sure about that. When
Yeah.
self-checking and the person behind you begins checking out while you're still bagging your
Yeah,
stuff.
wait
And-
till I move.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
Crazy.
with the self-checkouts, folks, if you have a full shopping cart, do not go to the self-checkout.
Why? It's not
Because-
an express self-checkout.
It doesn't matter. It's just an unwritten rule. Go to a cashier because
And the
first of all,
thing
they're much faster and efficient than you can be at the self-checkout.
No, because then they would call it the
Why are you
express
arguing with
checkout
me
lane,
again?
Kev. Of course you can do that if
No,
you're
it's not the
efficient.
express because if you have a full one, the self-checkout is for people who are just going to have maybe
Two
two
items?
bags of stuff. That's it, 2 bags
Listen,
of stuff.
I never go to the express self-checkout or any self-checkout because inevitably, again, I can't figure out the plums from the tangerine code, so it's just
Or the
forget it.
kumquats.
Or the kumquats.
Okay, coming up as well, we have that news about Gord Downey still to come as well. If you're hoping to get your hands on a jet black iPhone 7, we have some news for you. We'll be back with more BT after this. Stay with us.